Daenerys, it starts a little precarious.
Yeah, he's a scumbag, isn't he?
Do tell.
Do tell.
What?
That's the dish. See what I did there?
It's a very exciting season.
She's always got a badass plan up her sleeve.
It's just crazy TV.
Hi there, I'm Jessica York in the Dish Studio, and I am just off the red carpet for the Game of Thrones Season 6. Last year's Emmy winner for Best Drama is back on Sunday nights, and we have interviews with some of your favorite Game of Thrones stars. We'll take you there in just a moment, but first, let's make sure you have HBO, and if you do, that you're getting the most from it. Dish customers get 9 channels of HBO, plus, and this is a big plus, you have all the best of HBO available on demand. Check out Channel 300 and on your computer, tablet, or smartphone with Dish Anywhere and HBO Go. You can watch movies like Jurassic World or Trainwreck, or any of HBO's original series like Game of Thrones and Veep. It's so easy to add. All you have to do is call us at 1-866-794-6150. Again, that's 866-794-6150. I was on the Game of Thrones red carpet to find out who's getting ready for winter, and I had to ask if the snow is really gone. We're here in Hollywood for the Season 6 premiere of Game of Thrones. You know, they've been saying it for years. Winter is coming. Well, we're set up here for rain tonight, but fans want to see snow. Jon Snow. He's one of the show's most popular characters, and he may or may not have been killed off last season. Tonight, we're going to find out if he's coming back. There's a giant crow that has a third eye just at the end of this carpet. I'm guessing that your character gets a huge storyline. Oh yeah, it's so awesome. You have to see it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the three-eyed raven is doing some. He's been teaching Bran the way of the visions and his magical powers in season 5 off screen. So when we meet Bran in season 6, he can do some really cool things with this power.
Ah, so big season for you.
Really big, yeah.
Now, Sansa just found out that you guys are still alive. I think in season 5. Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know anything about your sisters and what's going on with them?
I don't know. I think in terms of reading the scripts, I've tried not to read too many other storylines this year, so I can really watch it and see how it all pans out. But as Bran, I think Bran kind of does have an idea of what's going on. He's got with this power, with this kind of visionary power. I think it's almost like he's watching the show with us. He can kind of see everything that's going on at all places at all times, which is really cool.
I think about locking Marcella in a crypt. I think about her beautiful little face starting to collapse.
Don't think about it.
I have to.
So, where we left you in season 5, you had one of your first fatherly moments ever of Game of Thrones, and it was so quick.
It was a beautiful moment, but I guess the key word here, it was a moment. I mean, he finally told one of his kids that he was the father, and then she, to his surprise, said, "I know, and I'm glad that you're my father." And he felt this pride and all these emotions, and then she died, which is kind of, I guess, only on Game of Thrones. Yeah, now they only have one kid left, Tommen, who's the king, and I think you hope that they would protect him a little more.
And heading back into King's Landing, it's got to be a crazy world that you're about to encounter.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know all this religious uprising with the Faith Militant, the High Sparrow. All that happened while he was away, and now he's coming back to a changed world that he's not used to navigating, but he'll have to learn quickly.
Stand at the head of our army where you belong. Show them what Lannisters are.
You had to write your own death. How would you kill off King Tommen?
Okay, before Tommen would die, I would make him kill everyone. I'd kill his mum, kill his wife, kill the mountain. The High Sparrow, I would kill the High Sparrow first, and then I'd just sit on the Iron Throne with Sir Pounce and rule the world.
So you would turn into Joffrey, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Strip away the gold and the ornaments, knock down the statues and the pillars, and this is what remains.
So you became a huge character in the last season, and it looks like you're going to be playing a big part of season 6.
I think so, yeah. It's you don't get the scripts until just before you start work. So it was a delightful surprise to see that High Sparrow was continuing his work.
I think you're one of the very few characters that have ever turned the tables on Cersei Lannister.
Yeah, and it's not over for her yet. I mean, people think the Walker's shame was it, but there's more to come.
Really? Ooh, I would tune in just for that.
That's the dish. See what I did there?
So you are kind of Khaleesi or Daenerys's right-hand woman.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. She's been sort of advising and been a friend and companion to Daenerys for a few seasons now, so.
And kind of one of the only people she can really trust.
Wow, I guess so. I mean, who knows with Game of Thrones? You just never know what's going to happen, but I genuinely believe that their connection as friends and colleagues as well is very sincere.
And a little love maybe on the horizon between you and Grey Worm?
Well, we know those guys are kind of digging each other, so I think it's definitely such a sweet, sincere relationship between the two of them, and yeah, I love watching them, and I love working with Jacob. He's such a joy to work with, so we have a really good time playing their little story.
I'm excited to see you as the actor, but the character you play, Ramsay, completely freaks me out.
Yeah, he's a scumbag, isn't he?
Reek! You will give away the bride. Someone has to. What better person?
Walder and I have some good news as well.
We're going to have a baby.
From the way she's carrying, Maester Walken says it looks like a boy.
Now at the end of season 5, 2 people jumped the ship that were very important to you. What effect does that have on Ramsay?
Well, in terms of Reek, it means he has to do some more of his, laundry and get his own meals and stuff, which is not great. But in terms of Sansa, that's the real blow, because he needs to produce an heir in order to consolidate his position politically in the north, as his father doesn't mind reminding him. The fact that he hasn't produced an heir with her is a massive blow for him, and it means that he really needs to find her.
You must choose Doran's way and peace, or my way and war.
I made my choice long ago.
When we left you in season 5, Dorne all of a sudden played a major card in the Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. What happens in season 6 that you can tell us? Where do we begin?
Where do we even begin? I mean, I think it's interesting at the moment. The stakes are pretty high across the board for a lot of people. And Dawn's been doing its own thing down the bottom there for a while, and they're pretty happy with their lot. But they really kind of let themselves be known at the end of last season and have well and truly entered the Game of Thrones. So.
You sent a pretty strong message back to King's Landing.
I think it was very clear, the message we were sending.
The real war is between the living and the dead. And make no mistake, the dead are coming.
Lots of surprises in season 6, I'm told.
You betcha.
Yes.
There's surprises even in episode 1.
Really?
Yeah.
What, do tell.
Do tell.
What? Come on.
It's not, no. You'd need a very large checkbook to get that out of me.
Now, were you a fan of the books before you started the show?
I still haven't read the books.
Oh, okay. So you don't know what's coming down the pike either?
Well, nobody does, because we've overtaken the books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the first season that we've gone beyond what's on the page. So everybody, all the book readers are going, what the hell is going on here now? They're as much in the dark as a lot of other people.
His name was Aemon Targaryen, a maester of the Citadel, chained and sworn. He was the blood of the dragon. But now his fire has gone out.
Now, you, Gillian, Sam Jr., where will we find you in season 6?
We find them starting off in a very, very positive space. He works very hard in season 5 to get himself to a place where he's in line to achieve his life's ambition. He's on his way to the Citadel, which is what he's wanted to do ever since he was born. So he starts off happy, but knowing Game of Thrones, we know that we don't like to keep people happy for very long.
No, especially viewers.
Yeah, no, that's right.
At the end of season 5, we see that you, Sam, and Sam Jr. leave Castle Black right before one of the biggest storylines of season 6.
I know, what timing, right? It's almost like, I feel like we've kind of really, I think it's interesting because obviously we start season 6 and Sam doesn't know what's happened to his best friend. And I think he would feel incredibly guilty probably having left right before that time. Even though in a way I think if they were there, I don't think they would have had that much of a chance of doing anything. But no, it's very kind of a real kind of bitter irony to the fact that Sam doesn't know about Jon's death.
Yeah.
But Jon knows that Jon is dead, and Jon is dead.
I'm so crushed.
This is turned into a whole Paul McCartney thing. Instead of Paul is dead, Jon is not dead. There's a huge conspiracy theory about it, but it's a huge compliment to the show and to Kit's performance and the writing that people care about fictional characters so much. They really, really don't want him to be dead because they've established this connection over 5 seasons. So it's very, very flattering that people are getting so wound up about it. But life is cruel, and I'm afraid he's dead.
So, pardon the bad pun, but it looks like I'm going to have to eat crow. Jon Snow not showing up tonight, and it is confirmed by many that he is dead. Although, I'm going to hold out with the fans and say that he might come back as White Walker. I have to tell you, you are my most popular interview ever. When I put you on Facebook, I get so many likes, everybody's a fan of the Mother of Dragons.
Well, thank you very much. Yes. Thank you.
So we see Daenerys Khaleesi in an interesting situation at the end of season 5.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about season 6?
Well, season 6 is just, for Daenerys, it starts a little precarious, but you never need to worry about her. She's always got a badass plan up her sleeve, and we'll just see how it plays out this year.
Yeah. Do you ever bring a little Khaleesi into your normal life?
Well, it depends how early I woke up, how little coffee I've had. Sometimes, yes. Yes.
Everybody loves a little Khaleesi.
Well, indeed.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Are you afraid? You should be. You're in the great game now, and the great game is terrifying.
We are sinful creatures. We deserve death. We all do.
One way or another, the gift will be given. One way or another, a face will be added to the whole.
It's so exciting. It's the most crazy season ever made. They use so much money. It's just crazy TV.
Season 6 of Game of Thrones, it's all new Sunday nights only on HBO. Dish customers get 9 channels of HBO, plus you have all the best of HBO available on demand. Just go to channel 300. And it's also on your computer, tablet, or smartphone with Dish Anywhere and HBO Go. You can watch movies like Jurassic World or Trainwreck, or any of HBO's original series like Game of Thrones and Veep, anytime and just about anywhere. It's so easy to add HBO. Just give us a call at 866-794-6150. Again, that's 866-794-6150. My thanks to the cast of Game of Thrones and everyone at HBO. I can't wait to watch the new season on Sunday nights. In the Dish studio, just east of Westeros, I'm Jessica York.
Hello, Dish viewers. We hope you're excited for the new season of Game of Thrones. We really think you're really going to like it. A lot of hard work's gone into it. And I think over the course of 10 episodes, it's going to be a rip-roaring roller coaster ride as usual. We really hope you enjoy it.